What's up, guys? It's your boy, the Piscean Predator. I'm back with that TPP True Crime Talk, baby. If you guys could, smash that like and that subscribe. Help your boy out. Alright, let's get into this topic. It's a little update on the Nathan Millard case. Right, so we're starting to get a more defined timeline and more of the evidence coming out. So basically, the timeline goes, he lives in Atlanta, so he had went from Atlanta to Baton Rouge, meeting up with a client, right? He actually had met up with the client and went out and had drinks. Around, they're saying around 11:30ish, he gets cut off, which I guess from what the family says doesn't sound like him. It's not like, that's out of character for him. So he leaves. He's I guess seen on CCTV walking. I guess there's somebody near him in the same footage that's actually stumbling around, but he seems fine. And then he ends up near a facility, and a security guard ends up asking him if he needed any help or whatnot, because he seemed like he was lost. And that's pretty much the last we hear from any human about what's going on with him. And then, you know what it is, like, I think, what is it, like almost 2 weeks later, they find him, right? The March 6th, they find him, my birthday. But anyways, he was found because of a smell. Somebody reported a smell near, I guess there's a funeral home, from what I read. I could be wrong, but that's what I read, and that's how they found his body. Well, now they have the person of interest, Mr. Perkins, in custody, like I covered in the last video. And I guess I was wrong in the last video. I said that night his Nathan's card had been used, but it was actually a couple days later that Nathan's debit card had been used. And they also have footage of Mr. Perkins driving a stolen Toyota car. I believe it was a Camry, and he had painted it. He had painted it to obviously get away with stealing it and using it, right? But that vehicle is found torched. Now, like I said in the last video, they used cadaver dogs, and the cadaver dogs ended up keying in on the trunk, even though the car was torched. Now, this is simple murder 101. If you use a car to transport a body, right, you definitely don't want to be using your car, and you definitely want to torch it, because that's going to get rid of most of the evidence, right? Get rid of the DNA, the blood, whatnot, everything. And I mean, everything in this case is lining up to foul play. Now it's just trying to figure out what it all means, how Mr. Perkins was involved, and exactly what the plot and plan was. But this is definitely sounding like a setup per se, right? And what I mean by that is, it sounds like, I mean, you get cut off at a bar at around 11:30, and getting lit like that is outside of your character. Makes me wonder if somebody at that bar was involved with this and dosed him. Now, and another reason why they knew that Mr. Perkins was not Mr. Perkins, but Nathan was missing, was that he didn't show up at the site where him and the client were supposed to meet the following day. So that's when the first call got put in, wellness check. Just to backtrack a little bit, but like more and more the details are coming out, and right now they have Mr. Perkins, arrested. He's locked up. They have him in detention. They're holding him because of priors and everything, right? And some of those priors, if those are true, right, it really lines up with him having a part of this. And they can keep saying it's no foul play and that they didn't find signs of trauma on his body, but how else is he gonna end up dead? He just magically died and fell into a roll of carpet? Or he died, he fell, rolled into some plastic and then into a carpet, and that thing just rolled on down to where his body was found? No, absolutely not. He was probably followed, and then the moment the drugs kicked in and he was incapacitated, they jacked him, they rolled him up, they stuck him in the car, they dumped him somewhere, and then they took that car and they torched it. A couple days later, Mr. Perkins is using the debit card. Now, I don't understand how that's not foul play. How's that not foul play? Make that make sense. It doesn't. It doesn't. And I mean, the family's pretty upset about this. I mean, the son came out and said, I mean, this is outside of the norm. This is not my father's character, 100%. And the rest of the family is like, they don't want the police department on this. They want a whole nother department coming in and investigating this. And I feel him, man. Like, how are you gonna have your professional husband, father, son, whatever it is, your family member, go on a business trip, right? And he's a solid dude, and he ends up missing, and then he's found rolled up in plastic in a freaking carpet? Like, what? And then the police department comes out and says, oh, no foul play? Bro, are you kidding me? You kidding me? It's like a bad sitcom, right? So like an episode from like a horrible episode from a sitcom. It's just like, you can't even make this stuff up. I mean, and I understand not wanting to give out information out the gate for law enforcement because you want to be able to, you know, apprehend the guy. But it's like, they already knew enough. They already knew the name and everything. So it's like, there is really no chance that dude was gonna get away. So why did they say no foul play? It just, I mean, you want speculations to run wild and rampant? Like, yeah, say there's no foul play when you find a body rolled up that way. It makes no sense. But that's the update, guys. That is the update. It's just getting more and more weird as it goes, and I got a feeling, especially with them finding more bodies in the area and that wrapped up in a similar way, I just got a feeling this is there's a lot more to this, and I'm interested to see where this goes. Feels like there's multiple people involved to me. It just, I don't know. I don't see this man pulling this off, especially if people were dosed. It almost would seem like he would have to have somebody helping him, maybe somebody that worked at a bar or bars or something of the sort. It just smells fishy, man. But anyways, that's what I got for you guys right now. If you guys have any comments, feelings, you know what to do. Hit me up in the comments, let me know. And other than that, man, I'll let you guys know when I hear more. You know, that is what it is. But anyways, I hope you all have an amazing day. And it's your boy, the Piscean Predator. Much love, y'all. Peace.